Good evening, Mayhem Fitness. We have another cooking video for you tonight, and tonight we're going to focus on a side dish. We focus mainly on main dishes so far. We're getting towards the end of summer. I thought I'd show you a really nice, refreshing summer dish that we can do using asparagus, corn, red onion, and then just a nice simple dressing we're going to make. A nice 4 points. We're going to team this up with some boneless chicken, so a really nice low point dinner. But I love using corn. I use it all summer. But I find by the end of the summer, I can only have so much corn on the cob. I get kind of tired of it. Same thing with asparagus. I grill it a ton. We put it in the air fryer. There's a bunch of ways we cook it. But today I'm going to show you a really easy recipe that's just super simple. We got to boil a pot of water. We got to get our asparagus. We got to get our corn on the cob. These are both going to go in. The asparagus is going to go in the boiling water for about 5 minutes. Then we're going to take it out and put it in some cold water to stop the cooking process. And that same boiling water right after, we're going to throw the corn on the cob in for about 10 minutes. And then do the same thing, put it in some cold water to stop the cooking process. We just want to get it to be a little bit al dente. We want it to that right mouthfeel when you're actually eating it in a cold salad, because everything's going to come together. It's going to go in the fridge afterwards with some of that red onion, and then we'll make that easy vinaigrette. The vinaigrette is super simple. We're going to use olive oil, we're going to use white wine vinegar, coarse salt, and fresh black pepper. So again, 4 ingredients for the dressing, 3 ingredients from the salad. Nice and easy, healthy, summery salad I think you'll love. It should taste great. And just an easy tip for you when you're doing asparagus, if you're not sure, a lot of people like to cut it. All you got to do is bend. You'll get that natural break of where the asparagus wants to break. It'll give you a good indication of what's going to be too woody at the bottom, what'll be nice pieces at the top. So again, if you're looking for that to break, again, that piece seems a little soft. I probably won't use that one. This is a good indication to see where your asparagus is too. If it feels a little too soft, it might be past ripe, so you don't want to use that one. Same thing here. Feels a little bit past where I want to use. So again, just a great indication. I'll come back in just a few minutes once we get the corn and the asparagus cooked, show you how to put everything together and give you this really great low point, nice side dish for a nice meal for your summertime. Alright, so when you're cutting your red onion, a lot of people struggle with this. Again, I like to cut it really fine. I think one of the things you don't want is you don't want too strong a flavor in there, and red onion is a very, very strong flavor. So, easy little pro tip, if you actually cut right to the edge, here you can keep the whole thing together, right? You don't want to cut too far, and then you do the same thing here. So as you go through and cut here, now you'll get those pieces nice and fine that you're looking for, so you're not getting those big giant pieces that you don't want in your salad, right? You want those little small pieces that aren't overwhelming, really easy to set up. So just cut right to the edge. You'll get there. It's nice and easy to do. You get those fine pieces you're looking for, nice and easy. You're not fighting with it. So just a little easy pro tip. That'll make it easy when you're cutting your onions to put into your salads. All right, so we're coming back. We're going to make our dressing for our salad. We got the onion cut up. The corn is still cooking right now. Here's the cool thing about this recipe. I just turned the oven on at 400 to put the chicken in. Chicken's going to take about 20 minutes at 400. We marinate it in a Hawaiian luau type sauce, a Hawaiian sweet and sour sauce, which will be really nice with this meal for a great summertime flavor. But here's the cool part. I have to let these cool down. My asparagus is blanching in cold water now. When I pull the corn out, I'll do the same thing. As I get the chicken in, I'm going to then cut up the corn, cut up the asparagus, get it with the red onion, put it in the fridge, let it cool for 20 minutes, and then after that, we'll actually add the dressing into it, and again, a really simple meal to make as we're doing that. But as I go through and make my dressing, I like to use about twice as much oil as I use vinegar to get a good flavor. So we want to go in and we want to put probably about a quarter of this bowl filled up with our good olive oil. Again, I'm going to use a little bit of a wine vinegar here. Again, it's got a little bit more acid, a nice flavor. So we just want to put a little bit in here. And then what we want to do is we want to add in some black pepper. And we want to add some salt in, right? So again, nothing super crazy, nothing adding a lot of points into our meal, but giving us a really flavorful side dish that we can add in here. That'll work great with basically anything you're going to cook. Again, we're doing the chicken tonight. You can do this with any type of beef dish, pork, fish. Any of these will work great together. So we're just going to go through and we're going to mix these all together, right? So we'll let this also sit in the fridge for just a few minutes as it comes together, and then when we get the salad all finished up, we'll dress it with this dressing, give us this great flavor, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes. Okay, we've got our asparagus done, we've got our corn in, we just do our chicken in the oven. So again, perfect timing. This will take about 20 minutes. That leaves me some time to put this in the fridge. So all we're going to do with our asparagus is we're just going to cut them up. We've got smaller pieces. We're going to cut them into probably thirds across the board. Some of them maybe just halves. And we're just going to add it right to our bowl. And again, we're gonna put that right in here, go right in the fridge for us. Now I showed you last time how to cut up the corn using the bundt pan, but that's because the corn was really hot. Now we've kind of blanched that corn, it's not hot right now. So we can take it right out of the cold and water, and we can just take it right off in stock here. So all you're gonna do again, you're just gonna grab that, you're gonna cut it right off here, right onto your cutting board, and that's gonna go right into your bowl. And like I said, we're gonna put that bowl right in the fridge. And when we're ready, we just gotta add that dressing we just made. That took really no time at all. So again, we have a really easy, fast summer dish that goes right in the fridge. 3 ingredients, 4 ingredients for the dressing, and you are ready to go for a nice side for your dinner. So come back in just a few minutes. Once everything's cooled down, we'll throw the dressing on there, and we'll tell you how it tastes. All right, so our dinner's now done. We've got our chicken tenders over here that have been marinated in that luau sauce. Should be delicious. Nice and easy, again, 20 minutes here, but now we have our salad. So if you take a look here, you can see we have our red onion, our corn, our asparagus. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna dress it with our vinaigrette. I did add a little more oil in. I felt it was a little strong, so we're gonna add just a little bit more on here. Once we do, we're gonna toss that all together. Should taste really, really good. So we'll get a little flavor here. See how all the flavors kind of match together. And then ideally, obviously I'm not gonna use this fork once I serve it, but I wanna get a little piece of red onion, a little bit of the asparagus, a little bit of the corn with the dressing, see how it all comes together from a flavor standpoint. So what I like right there is you get the bite from the red onion, you get the sweetness of the corn, you get the tartness of that wine vinegar, and then, you know, obviously the asparagus comes in, a really healthy vegetable. It's just going to give you that, you know, it's hard to describe asparagus, but it's just that asparagus flavor that I really like. So when you bring it all together, really nice, easy, healthy side dish. Again, only a couple of points. No points for this for the onion, no point for the asparagus. Whole corn on the cob is 3 points if you're on the green plan. And then your dressings maybe 2 points. So 5 points for the sides. Again, you know, baked chicken in the oven using the sauce with probably another 3 or 4 points here. So the whole dinner is about 6 points. Great summer flavors. Hopefully you enjoyed this recipe. Check out Mayhem Fitness. We should have some more videos coming up this week with some biking. So everybody have a great night, and we'll talk to everybody soon. Thank you.